You looking to be the manliest man in League of Legends and get more wins while doing so? Well, Pantheon is man enough to take on that role. Honestly, Pantheon is a whole package. He can top, mid, bot, jungle, support, breakdance, and do your taxes. I know, I've tried them all, and God, is he great at everything. But we gotta focus on support, because nothing's more manly than helping a bro in their time of need. Now let's jump straight into his abilities. Pantheon's a Giga Chad, but he's also a little slow in the head, so he's in the same grade as Annie.
Let's count to 5!
They both like to count to 5 to make sure their next ability is stronger, but unlike Annie, you can stack your passive whenever you show their minions who's boss. You'd think it'd be a little bit more complicated than that, but that's really it. Who needs complicated abilities when you have abs like these? Pantheon's Q, he has Comet Shot. Like any Giga Chad, you're great at thrusting, but if you hold it in too long, sometimes it goes a bit farther than you want it to. You know what's going on here, don't lie to yourself. When you do hold it in too long, you want to make sure to hit your actual target first, or else they might not get the spear shot they deserve. If you count it to 5 before you cast this ability, it becomes enhanced and does double the emotional damage.
Emotional damage!
Not exactly double, but Pantheon no good at math, so it's close enough anyway. Next up we have your W, Shield Vault. If the enemy is in range, you jump and quickly mount them. They're stunned for a second while they look at your glorious abs. They look at you, then back at them, then back at you. Now you're on a horse that counted to 5, so next time you give them a love clap, you give them a quick ba-ba-ba to show them that you're the alpha male. After that, we have your E, Aegis Assault. Now you're a Giga Chad, so you don't get in trouble in your games, no matter how many times you've been set to Saturation Jail. They're just jealous of how cool you are, so sometimes they need to throw up your shield to block out all those bad vibes coming from the enemy's direction. Except for towers, because they out here spitting those third-degree burns that hurt even more than that one time Randy Marsh got served.
Yeah, you like that?
But if those bad vibes keep coming, you remember that Annie helped you with your math homework, and you did count to 5, and that gives you the extra speed to get away and say,
fuck this shit, I'm out.
Last up, we have your ult. Passively, it lets you penetrate even deeper when you're thrusting into the enemies. Wink, wink, nut judge. Also gives you more of that penetration further into the game. But you also have the ability to jump high into the sky to do your signature Mega Mount, which unlike your W, doesn't stun because your abs are too far away to see them, but does give a free thrust on your enemy before you even hit the ground. The spear actually deals normal Q damage. I know, right?
Knowledge!
Once you give the enemy a good thrust with extra penetration while he's in the air, Pantheon yells, "Fuck math!" and counts to 1, which equals 5 in his mind, so you get those sweet enhanced abilities. Once you do land on them, now you get the chance to give them that nice mounting thrust combo they've been waiting for. Now I know you're excited to start thrusting, but I'm going to tease you a little bit, so before we get into the actual game, let's take a look at those runes. When you look up other guides online, you see that people want to be precise, but not this man. He's got a domination all over them. We don't need to hail anyone but ourselves. He doesn't need the extra organs, so we don't Dark Harvest, and just because he's in the same grade as Annie doesn't mean he's a predator, so we go Electrocute. We like to give the enemy the old 1, 2, 3 and bring down the Might of Zeus on them, because we're Pantheon. We gotta give some type of Roman Pantheon reference in this video. Next up, we have a really hard choice, Cheap Shot or Sudden Impact. Both are good, and honestly, you could do some math to figure out which one's better, but we don't like math. We're like Pantheon, so we choose Sudden Impact because we like to penetrate deep with our hard choice. If you didn't get that joke, choices are d***. Thirdly, we like to look the enemy in the eyes while we mount and penetrate them, so we go for Eyeball Collector. That way we can look at them, then back at us, then back at them, then back at us, and we're at the edge of a big hole yelling, "This is Sparta!" Last on the menu, we have to make sure we're ready as much as possible to travel around the rift like the main character in an anime looking for his harem. We want to have the ability to mega mount our enemies as much as possible, giving them the mounting thrust combo they want. So we pick Ultimate Hunter to let us travel at full speed. Next we can go into our mini tree. I lied a little bit earlier and we're not totally inexperienced, so we like to do a little precision. Because of this, we have the opportunity to revel in our triumph, because we know we finished off the enemy with coup de grace. What do you think I was going to say? Get your mind out of the gutter. It ain't easy being cheesy, so please subscribe if you like this cheese more than Chester Cheeto likes Cheetos. Also like the cheese! Alright, we're in the game, and just like a Final Fantasy character, we're going into battle with our abs showing, shield up, and 1 shoulder guard. We're also going to have these 2 mixed drinks to keep the buzz going. Don't follow the light, make your own decisions. And by your own decisions, I mean listen to me. Don't start with your W, there's no reason. You're not going in at level 1 anyway, because you're not going to have enough of that penetrating power. Just start with your Q so you can give them a few good thrusts as a tease before you mount them. Let's be real here, you pick Pantheon support, so you can be the real carrier of the game. So like a frat boy on the hunt, you want to stay ready for your mounting thrust. We don't discriminate here, but we don't want to engage in those bar boys early, because we know we're not going to have enough penetrating power to get into that Titan. Alright, you're mounting, you're thrusting, you're Giga Chatting all over the enemy, and that's very nice. But you hit 6, so you want to get that Mega Mount so you can double up. You're getting out of the house and experimenting, thrusting into every different champion we find. But remember, your Mega Mount can be used for more than just visiting others, and you can surprise the enemy bot lane with a big boy mount they never saw coming. Once you've gotten enough gold by sending the enemy bot lane to Saturation Jail enough times, you want to pick up what I like to call the Penetrator. 12 lethality and a mythic passive for even more penetration. We gonna be so deep. And what's a totally serious guide if I don't mention Krauser'ing the enemy towers? From there, you don't even need the help of your frat bro to Eiffel Tower the ADC anymore. You can thrust them all the way to Saturation Jail yourself. And the jungle, and the mid. but maybe not their biggest bar boy from top lane, because they've been giving it to your top lane this entire game. You're doing it! Just thrust into every champion Good Samaritan you come by, and always remember to keep the lights on for your team to make sure that you can look into their special eyes.
My brand.
But it's dangerous to go alone, so take these sick kicks for Tyler Force and this one for Magicians in your game. And that's what you do for the rest of the game, just penetrate your way to victory like any good Giga Chad would. Don't forget your obligatory big axe, so the enemy knows that you're not compensating for anything. Fine, if you want to know, take this for teams that are too hopped up on roids, this one for professional trappers, and this if they also have some bursty boys. We did it! Now you're a Pantheon Giga Chad Master. Now go out there, my Chadlings, and bring pain to those that don't respect your thrusting power. That's it for now. I'll see y'all next time.